Welcome to some One Piece action. So here's the Arlong deck, right? We wanted to create a very strong mid game, and the overall the leader is an aggressive leader. I always feel like Donnex leaders, especially leaders when attacking, are meant to be aggressive. So the idea overall is very simplistic: is to use the best of the best trigger characters that you can benefit off of Arlong's leader ability. Of course, blockers are precious. We have some characters like Karubi and Wire Heat to help us rest things. Buggy gives us a surprising offense for at any point in the game, but because of Buggy's ability, where it's like you can only have one Buggy, yada yada. So we only play two to prevent overlap. But luckily, we get in our first hand. It's very interesting. Playing Arlong and playing Yamato is showing me that, oh, I'm surprised we didn't go for the buggy. It's showing me that this meta is not necessarily ready for the more aggro decks. Because these matches are actually quicker than average, like legitly quicker than average. When I'm editing these videos, I'm just like, what the heck? This is not a 30-minute game. This is not like, these things are quicker. So I'm just like, okay, I'm kind of thinking that, I'm going to assume we countered out aggressively to prevent the opponent from drawing a card. But, now we're going to do buggy because we're swinging for 9. So that's getting a lot more out of their hand. So either they take the double or they dump cards, and they took the double. You see, it's situations like this. Literally. It's funny. By the way, this weird little synergy here is like Yamato has this built in, but Yamato doesn't develop board. That is actually an advantage that Arlong has. So when you do this little buggy Arlong combo, you can Dawn Stack swing and develop a 6K. And that is a fantastic trigger that we just hit. So now we have a blocker. So yeah, the early Arlong didn't have like worthy trigger characters to hit the board. And he is a leader that can only get better until he, ends up getting rotated out. So as long as he doesn't get rotated out, he's only going to get better and better as they create more trigger characters. But yes, we got another buggy. So we can be a lot more reckless with buggy. Well, they only got one life, so it doesn't matter. But that is the secondary benefit of buggy, is that even if they take it off the board, well, now we have a reason to play a second buggy. So we're probably going to develop the Basil Hawkins. Oh, why not? Yes. That Arlong lowers his Dawn cost if your opponent has enough rested cards on the board. So yeah, we just developed a 7K for 1 Dawn technically. I mean, sure, it's a 3 Dawn play, but think about that. 7K for 1 Dawn. Swing for 7, rest 1 Dawn. Wow, 7K. 7K hits the board. Yes. So it's really looking like this format is rewarding aggression. That's what it's looking like to me. So anybody, they red rocked it. That's interesting. So yeah, if anybody got any like older leaders that, like older leaders that can be aggressive, and I'm thinking maybe there is a dragon build, maybe there is a red Luffy build, whether it's the first one or the second one, right? Maybe there is Katakuri, Kid, all these traditionally aggressive leaders. They might have another place in this format, especially if you give more respect to the mid game / early game. So I wouldn't be surprised if, like, let's say Katakuri Yellow comes back, but now you added some vanillas, because that might be the difference maker. Oh, we're using Karubi to rest a blocker. Well, that's interesting interaction. So when we swing and play, they get to use their leader ability before we get to use our character's own play ability. That's kind of interesting. Do you block? Ag. Getting to be very aggressive. We still got to block up and we got 3 life cards. Their board state is not great because all those are characters you're not attacking with. A blocker with 0, a character with 0, that's just meant to bounce things, and a 2k counter with 0. It's weird. We only got 1k counter, so that 1k counter is not making a difference, but we choose to trash a life. I was saying, like, in a technical sense, we might actually get away with just trashing our hand. Yeah, see, because the 1k can't really play a factor here. Or maybe, no. Let's see what they do with that 2 Don. Let's see what they do with the 2 Don. Okay, see, there it goes. Now they only have 1 blocker, and sadly we don't have an effect that can rest that blocker. So we can't just sneak the game the way we probably would like to. But we still got 2 threatening attacks, in a sense. Maybe? I mean, because once again, they still got a blocker. They still got a blocker. They can pump to 7k for the remainder of the turn. Oh, okay. 7, that has to be a 2k. So you have to swing for 9. See, that's a lot of Dawn. And they got a character. Well, we have a 1k and a 2k. So if this doesn't win and they swing and okay. I was gonna say, I wonder what that last character. Oh wait. If that order wasn't correct, it doesn't matter. The Arlong has a trigger ability to rest a 4-drop. So even if they they got like 3. They had like 3 0 characters. It doesn't matter. They were in a really bad position anyway. We're more than likely gonna be able to counter out of one of those attacks. We had 2 life, right? Right? Is my math correct? I'm not too sure, but we won. It doesn't matter. All right, on to the next. But yeah, I like going back to the reward of being very aggro-y and aggressive. It's just it has to do with people fiending to really spam like high drops and stuff like that, you know. And well, this leader, they have to manipulate their life, so they have to draw into life. They kind of thin their life out. They add some life cards back, blah blah blah. So this leader is a little bit different because I'm gonna assume they have a healthy amount of counter power, but they play with that life card. So I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to say that maybe green yellow law is just slightly different from a lot of other decks, but I'm just used to seeing a lot of decks care only about the late game or super into their curve. So it's just like play and high drop, pow, 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 like a sexy red song. It's just ridiculous. So now it's just like you could punish them by just swinging a lot. That's interesting. Just attack. That all those cards on the board. They got 1, 2, 3, 4 rested Dawn cards. And with this leader swing, that's 5 cards altogether. And if I'm correct, I think that's all Arlong needs is 5 cards. But him and Nekomamushi, I'd be forgetting for some reason. I keep thinking it's the Dawn cards only when it's cards in general. So keep that in mind, everybody. Make sure you keep that in mind. Because I like Nekomamushi for Yamato. 5-drop, rush, give it 2 Dawn, swings for 8. Kind of very effective. And the value is it's a 5 Dawn value, but like you give Nekomamushi a lot for the value of 3 Dawn. So, you play Nekomamushi, let's say he gets rush. And then you have Yamato, I'm talking about green yellow Yamato, moves 2 rested Dawn, 2 Nekomamushi. So in that Dawn pool, you played with 5, but you managed to take 2 Dawn X. So yeah, it's only 3 Dawn didn't get used for more than a summon. So that's why I say it turns Nekomamushi into a 3 Dawn card, swinging with 3 Dawn card with Rush, swinging for 8,000 power. So I think that's such a good play, and it has counter power. That's what separates it from a lot of other card plays. And in this, you got the Arlong. You know, you're playing a 7-drop for 1 Dawn, but be very mindful. Count the Dawn and the characters and the leader. So just keep that in mind. Because if you're only counting the Dawn, you know, you're probably going to make a misplay. They got a bunch of cards in hand. We got a bunch of cards in hand. Wow, this is like stalemate. In a weird way, both these decks have an interesting tempo. So I hate that we don't have a 2K. That's creepy. We're gonna look for Karubi. Oh my god! I was just joking. I was just saying things. Because in my mind, I'm like, oh, we're probably going to find Hody. I think I saw Hody in this deck. Anyway, play Hody, rest the blocker, rest that Dawn card, start swinging. This is crazy. We're at 8 Dawn and the game's like almost over, right? This is legit craziness. Yeah, if we math this out, wait, how much Dawn do we have? Do we have enough? Okay, we're going defensive. That makes sense. 2K counter, of course. Because I was like, we could Karubi and King of the Coast and freeze that blocker. Woo! But nah, this is a fantastic defensive play. Oh, Hody, rest 2 of them. Okay. If we can survive this turn, they basically screwed themselves. Especially if we get our Hody. What? Oh yeah, we could lock up their board just in case. This is scary. Well, we got the math. Oh wow. No. Oh my god. You're not going to use... Oh, they quit. Understandable. You're not going to use the cloud. Like, why'd you get rid of Kikunojo? The cloud. Ugh. But it didn't matter. So, that's good. But anyway, this is the boogeyman of the format. And I really like... This is me judging based on the Bello Betty's effectiveness. It's just, I really think this guy can't handle pressure. You know, he's a 3-life leader. Yes, he's 6K, and that's what's supposed to allow him to, you know, survive. But when your leader is forced to swing for 7 because that's how you use him mechanically, that's going to put a problem on the opponent. I mean, meanwhile, this guy can fish for a bunch of cards and stuff. We have enough Dawn to kind of be risky. We could play that Zeus card, pop the blocker. Oh, okay, we're just gonna swing big. Oh, we did the Karubi. Okay, cool. Because oh no, yeah, keep putting okay. I thought it was just gonna keep putting pressure on the leader, but that's fine too. Might as well get that off the board. And obviously, now he needs to play a blocker. It might be a 5-drop blocker, but even if it isn't a 5-drop blocker, he plays like, you know, let's say another Doflamingo. Like, well, we have an event in our hand, so we really don't actually need to play our Nimbus. We have an event in our hand. But the point is, we can pop whatever blocker they develop, and then keep attacking. They play so many bricks. They're not even at the Dawn state they need to be at. They are taking dookies on themselves. Like, for real. Come on. Hurry up with your turn. See, me personally, I don't mind. Oh, we doing Hody right now? Okay, and then that's still 2 attacks. And one's 8,000, so respectfully, that's 2 cards. Yeah, you getting bullied, bitch. Whole lot. Ah! Sometimes you just gotta let that hit the table, hit them on their face, and then put it in there. Let me stop. Calm down. But all in all, look at this. Look at the reward we're getting for just bullying this son of a bee. I mean, everybody can get it. Like whole lot ribs. Ah! It's just, that's what you get. This is how you're supposed to play One Piece. This is what the developers intended. You're supposed to intended. You're supposed to just fight with your hands. Everybody using these weapons, these board removing weapons. No, you're supposed to put up your dukes and battle. Like, respectfully, this is probably the best meta in a long time. And I know people hate that guy right there. I know people hate him. But, like, there's so many decks that's just functioning. And part of that functionality is just being able to keep swinging. That's it. Look at that. Give us a bunch of cards. Come on now. Come on. I like you. And I want you. Uh-huh. Yep. Either play another one, which is already half of them. Oh, look at that. Okay. 2 cards minimum. Attack. And the less developed board. Come on. Put something on the board. Okay, Buggy. 6K. That's fine. Give us more cards. Yup. 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 You hold them damn bricks in your hand. Gonna call you construction worker Luffy. Got that overtime pay. Ah. Tired of you. Tired of this. I'm tired. I'm just okay, listen, relax. It's like I was low-key fed up of the brain dead meta that we were having, where it was just, I mean, nobody was a fan of the board removal stuff, like it was constant board removal, but like now we're fighting in this meta, but then it just became, once you get to 10, let's just keep playing 10 drops and 9 drops and just like, let's not think anymore. Let's just keep playing these big bodies. But this is what you get. This is what you get. All them bricks. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. You had to. You needed a blocker on the board. But there's a sad story that's about to play out. Oh, Karubi. Hurry up and end your turn, buddy. They just got so many cards in their hand. Lord have mercy. He is sweating. That's usually a tell. When things are taking a while or something like that, that counter power is running. Hey. Wait, we don't need to swing that hard. Because we can do, okay, 3 Dawn, bring that out, right? And then put all that Dawn on Hody. It would have been a similar effectiveness. Yup. Gee. Thanks for watching.